This is News 3 at 6.
We begin with breaking news tonight out of Leon County, where a wildfire continues to burn out of control, and a number of homes are in the area of the fire. The child was reported missing about 10:30 this morning after apparently wandering away from his home. The talks are heating up once again tonight on the possibility of the Aggies moving to the SEC. We begin today with breaking news. A truck is sent into a Bryan store after being hit by an alleged red light runner.
Coming up next at 5, we are live in Grimes County with the latest on the raging wildfire. Hundreds have been forced to evacuate, and the firefight continues. How you can help and what to do if your home is threatened by flames. Team coverage begins now on News 3 at 5. A selfless gift from a College Station family has given a 6-year-old Boston girl a second chance.
Texans must still reduce the amount of power they use, especially within the next couple of hours. A 1-day-old infant taken from Scott and White Hospital in Temple earlier this afternoon has been found and is being returned to the hospital.
This is News 3 at 6.
We begin with breaking news tonight out of Leon County, where a wildfire continues to burn out of control, and a number of homes are in the area of the fire. And you saw the power crews at work, and we've heard of teams from as far away as the Metroplex coming in to assist with returning electricity to those affected homes. Some good news tonight. Cameron Wheezy Poppy and his puppy were found in Fayette County, about 3 miles from his home near the Winedale community. The child was reported missing about 10:30 this morning after apparently wandering away from his home. Within an hour, a Department of Public Safety helicopter was joined in the search, along with K-9 units and searchers from Washington, Brazos, and Fayette County. Just before 5 this afternoon, News 3 learned the boy had been found saved by a farmer, and he was safe and sound, minus some scratches he received by wandering through the brush. We've learned the child and his family have been reunited.
Great news there.
A morning drug bust in Bryan lands 2 brothers behind bars. Bryan police executed a search warrant at a house in the 2300 block of Long Drive, where they found drugs and cash, and all 19 grams of cocaine was seized. Police arrested Rodney and Roderick Nelson. The brothers are charged with evading arrest, possession of a firearm by a felon, failure to identify, and driving with an invalid license. Take a good look at this man. He is wanted tonight in the stabbing of a 12-year-old girl in College Station. Police believe he is armed and dangerous. We have breaking news for you tonight. Good evening. I'm Meredith Stancik.
And I'm John Gilbert, College Station Police.
In College Station, Clay Falls, News 3.
And just a shocking
Amazing,
crime.
yeah.
Right. And if you have any information, be sure to call College Station Police 764-3600.
Now, this is the same McDonald's that was the scene of an armed robbery earlier today.
That's right. A woman is in custody as a person of interest after that robbery that also prompted a code maroon at Texas A&M. Police say early this morning, a woman forced her way past an employee exiting the back of the restaurant. Then she went directly to the manager's office and demanded all of the money. Investigators say she left through the same door after getting an unknown amount of cash.
She exited back out.
And Texas A&M officials issued a code maroon to warn people, then gave the all clear once police took a suspect into custody. Now, that person of interest is 29-year-old Katrina Hewitt of Caldwell. She's being held on a $108,000 bond, and she hasn't been charged with the aggravated robbery, but does face other charges out of both Brazos and Burleson counties.
And thank you so much for joining us for this special edition of News 3 at 5. We are live here in Grimes County at High Point Elementary. This is the staging area for the firefighters battling the Dyer Mill fire. Now, this fire continues to spread, and it continues to consume more acres. We want to give you the latest information that we're getting on this wildfire. Now, here's what we know. We know that 20 fire departments are battling this blaze. We have video that's been coming in throughout the day, and we want to show you that. We've been told that 5,800 acres have burned at this time. It is only 35% contained. Over 30 homes have been lost in the fire that is stretching into its 3rd day. And just to bring you up to date, this is not the only fire that is burning in the Brazos Valley. Just up the road in Walker County, that Midway fire has scorched 3,000 acres. But here's the good news. Thankfully, it is about 80% contained. Now, back here in Grimes County, as firefighters work to contain this blaze, residents are being evacuated. In fact, 1,800 residents have been forced to leave their homes, and we're told that more evacuations are underway. We're going to go live to News 3's Nicole Morton, and Nicole has actually talked to some residents who were forced to leave their homes. And Nicole, some residents are waiting till the very last minute to actually leave. Exactly.
The talks are heating up once again tonight on the possibility of the Aggies moving to the SEC.
One of the universities will like a presidential candidate.
And with a nationwide speaking tour slated over the weekend, speculation is rising that a run is imminent. Brian New was in San Antonio today as the governor talked to lawmakers and added fuel to his possible presidential candidate fire.
Our country's.
We begin today with breaking news. A truck is sent into a Bryan store after being hit by an alleged red light runner. It happened at Dodge in South College about 2 this afternoon as a car, authorities say, went through a stoplight, crashed into that truck, sending the pickup into yesteryear's antique shop. 5 people, the vehicle's drivers and passengers, have been taken to St. Joseph Regional Health Center in Bryan, but the injuries are said to be non-life-threatening. The driver of the car has been cited. Texas 36 is back open in Caldwell after a Burlington Northern Santa Fe train carrying hazardous material derailed last night. BNSF officials are still on the scene cleaning up the remaining overturned freight cars located on top of the Texas 36 railroad bridge. No one was injured during the accident last night, but we are told some residents were asked to evacuate after emergency responders learned one of the 11 shipping containers was carrying sulfuric acid.
A selfless gift from a College Station family has given a 6-year-old Boston girl a second chance. 8-year-old Dalton Lawyer died in 2009 and his family donated his organs. A little girl struggling to survive received his heart. Tragedy brought 2 families living hundreds of miles away together, and they now share a bond that will never be broken.
Hi, I'm Meredith. Nice to meet you.
For now, Avery is learning what it's like to be a kid, thanks to a gift that gave her life.
An organ donation saved Avery's life. There are thousands of other children waiting for the same gift. And tomorrow night, we're going to take a closer look at organ donation and how these 2 families are hoping others will consider giving the gift of life.
Well, the last time Kyle Field hosted 2 top 10 teams was way back in 1975.
On November 28, 1975, second-ranked A&M hosted 5th-ranked Texas in the Battle Royale. News 3's Shane McAuliffe has looked back at that game and what was happening in our world 36 years ago. How about that? Pretty exciting.
Yeah, celebration there. We want a celebration tomorrow.
I hate to say I was there. That's how old I am. Bob says he was there too.
Yeah.
The Aggies improved to 10-0 on that day.
But they finished the 1975 season with a 10-2 record after losses to Arkansas and then USC in the Liberty Bowl. Well, that's all the time we have. Thanks so much for joining us, and be sure to join us for News 3 tonight.